welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin and I run a crochet small business called Little Babe Crochet, and I'm so glad you clicked on today's video. Today I'm kind of going to do a little crochet update, talk about things I've been working on, things I made recently. I didn't do a vlog this week. It's just been really hectic at my house and I started a new job, and so that's kind of been taking over, and crochet's kind of been been put on the back burner. So I kind of want to talk about that. It's definitely a new adjustment. Having a job, I was unemployed for a while, and so all I had time to do was crochet and be with my son, which is now not what's happening. Now I have to go to a job, so that's been different. I don't have as much time to crochet, which is making me nervous because I did sign up for a market at the end of January. I do have a lot of stock left from my last market because you guys saw I did not sell a lot of snugglers, and that's kind of my bread and butter. That's what I like to sell, what I like to make. So I have a ton of snugglers left for my next market. I just need to work on making small things, and I realized making spring patterns is not as fun as making Christmas patterns. There's just not as much going on in the spring, like holiday wise. I mean, there's Easter, but I guess I could make some heart things because it's gonna be Valentine's Day around that time. But it's just like so hard for me to even think about Valentine's Day right now because we haven't even gotten to Christmas yet. It's also been a weird time in my small business where I don't have too many orders and everything. And so it's just been kind of odd. I haven't really, like I said, wanted to do a bunch of crocheting. But I pushed through it, which maybe isn't always the best thing to do, but it's what I do. I just try to find patterns that I like, patterns that I'm comfortable with. I have a lot of comfort makes. I kind of want to make a video talking about all my comfort make patterns if you would be interested in that. But I've been kind of just focusing on those kinds of patterns like Mama Made Minis, things like that. So I'm gonna kind of get into what I've been working on just so you guys can see. So as soon as I got back from my market, I actually made a bitty kibbles from Raven and Jade. This is what she looks like. She is so cute. At my market, a lot of people wanted cats and dogs, so I decided to make another cat, and I'm gonna make probably one more of these. Honestly, I'm thinking this is what I'm gonna make next. These are so easy to work up, so sweet. I like this one so much better than my last one I made, probably because my last one was the first time I ever made this pattern. So this one is so freaking adorable, and I'm so excited to have her. So I made her. Then I made a cow cuddle critter. This is a rattle. The cow one is my favorite. I think he's the cutest, but this is super cute. They both were Bernat, black and white. He's so cute. Like I said, I think this one is my favorite cuddle critter. So I made him to kind of re-up my cuddle critter stash for my next market. I still need to make a yellow duck in him. I made a pink duck and I forgot to put a rattle in it, which to me kind of defeats the purpose of these. I think these make just adorable rattles. So I don't know if I'm going to finish. This one too, I put 2 rattles in. The first time I only put 1 because she only had you put it in the head. Well, the minis, you cannot fit 2 rattles in the head. It's just too small. So by the time I got to the head, I couldn't put a rattle in the body. This time I put a rattle in the body and the head, and I think it's such a better rattle that way. So I did that. I'm going to make another set of them just because at my last market, these did really well. A lot of people loved them. So next I made Emmy the elephant. She's so cute. I'm obsessed. I think I forgot to put a tail on her. I always do that because the tails always last and I just move on. But this is Emmy the elephant. She is so sweet. She is so teeny tiny. She kind of took me a while to make, so I feel weird like charging $35 for her, so I think I'm gonna charge $25 with my like bitty snugglers. but she did kind of take a while, and I don't know if it's because my first time doing the pattern. I think if I made her again, it probably would be better. I'm thinking of making her in blue or pink. I thought that would be really cute. So she is stinking adorable. I crocheted her. This was one of my new patterns I purchased when I was feeling totally burnt out and not knowing what to do. I made Peyton the pig. Don't judge me, her legs aren't tacked because one of the yarn tails got totally lost in the body and I could not fish it out. So her legs are kind of like apart a lot, but she is so stinking cute. She is so much bigger than I thought she would be. I think I bought the normal size Peyton and not the mini, which I think she has both. But this is by Neutral Knots. Super duper cute. Super easy work up. I feel like all her patterns are really easy to work up. I tested for her gingerbread man. I can't think of his name off the top of my head right now, but I did test that one and that was super easy work up, and so was this. So this is little Peyton the pig. She's so cute. Next, I made another purse. I made this Reagan Biddy bag. I actually made 4 of them, but I gave some to my mom because she is giving these away to her girls in her class for Christmas. But this is like a timeless purse. I think it's so adorable. I eventually want to line them with fabric. I thought that would make them so cute and like elevated, but I made one of these in lavender. I love this color so much. Then last night I bought the Raven and Jade Biddy flower, like ruby flower pattern. So I made her. She's super duper adorable. Focus. She's super adorable. The petals were kind of tedious, so I don't know if I'm gonna make another one. I probably will, just to see if I can be faster at the pattern. But overall, it's a pretty decent pattern. Had no problems. This one's from Raven and Jade, if I didn't say that. So I made one of her. I also made a Biddy Cookie the cow. I felt like I needed a cow that was in between my rattle and my snuggler because my snugglers are 35, so I'm gonna make him 25. But he is so stinking cute. I love him. The first time I made a Biddy cookie, I was newer at crocheting and sewing, and I sewed the head so wonky, it looked ridiculous. So I'm glad I could remake him and he not look so wonky. But he's so cute. I love the little tail. Like, are you kidding me? Next, I'm working on a custom order for someone local. If you guys don't know, I will embroider sweaters at a request, as a request. I don't have them in my store, but I do them. And so she wanted a little sweater that says Stevie on it. Super duper cute. And then she wanted a little lamb to go with it. So this is the little lamb. This one is from Jenny Loop-de-Doo. Such a cute pattern. I love how she does like the wool look on the back of the head. I think it's so nice and pretty. So I'm making that, and I'm going to package that up because it's finished, but I'm gonna package this up probably soon. Anyway, that is everything I've recently made, and now I'm gonna kind of talk about whips. So I am working on Rhino, River the Rhino from CC Handmade Hugs. CC Handmade Hugs gave me the sweetest shout out on her Instagram. I was honestly like starstruck a little bit, just because I know of her patterns and she's pretty popular. And so I was just like, oh my gosh, she watched my videos and she likes them. It's just crazy. It literally made my whole day. And so I'm working on her River the Rhino because she actually gifted me him to try and make. So I'm really excited to get him finished. I started the head last night, and then like I said, I've been like having crochet burnout. So if I'm working on a project for too long, I like have to move on to something else. And that's kind of what's been going on. So after I did his arms and legs, I started the head, and then I was like getting burnt out again. So I had to switch projects. And so I have my big basket of whips over here. So I have like the arms and the legs done. And then this morning I decided to try the Cozy Stitches Chubby Butterfly, but I sewed the wing on weird. It doesn't even look weird on the camera now, but I think it looks weird, so I don't even know if I'm gonna finish this. I did buy the Indie Made her pipsqueaks that are like love bug themed, so I might try that out and see if I like it better. This is just taking me a long time, and so I want to find something I can charge like $12 for. This one I'd have to charge upwards of like 20, which I don't want to do. So I'm kind of just looking for like smaller patterns that I enjoy making. Then I have started another lamb. So I have the legs done for the lamb. I have the legs and arms. I have 2 of each, but I don't know where they went, but I have the legs and arms done for another Luna lamb. I think that's what she's called. You guys, correct me if I'm wrong. But the Jenny Loop-de-Doo lamb, I want to make another one of her. I wanted to make another one of her with more of like beigey legs and a face, so I'm going to do that. And then last night, I just had had enough of all of the crazy patterns. I decided to go to something I'm super comfortable with, and that is a Mama Made Minis pattern. So I just have to do the arms and the eyes on this Tenny Toad. I've never made a Tenny Toad before. He's cute. He's cute. I don't know if I'm gonna make multiple of him, but I think he's nice to have if anyone is into frogs at my next show. So yeah, I'm working on him. And then I thought maybe I need to work on a me project. So I do have the back of my Jovi cardigan. I just have to do this. I have to finish the sides of it, like the arm part. But I thought, oh, maybe I'll work on that during Christmas time because I don't know, I just think that's something that would be fun. Not amigurumi, because I've never, ever, ever crocheted a wearable for myself. They're just always really complicated for me. As soon as I get past the ribbing on the bottom and I have to like crochet into rows, that's where we have problems. That's where it gets confusing for me. Even with blankets, doing borders for blankets, I finally have gotten the hang of it, but in the beginning, my borders would just be a mess on my blankets. And that's just because it's hard to crochet into like not a stitch, if that makes sense. Because once you're crocheting into like a row, that can get kind of confusing. So let me know down below if you relate to that. I really want to have something that I can wear that I have crocheted, that I've made with my own bare hands. I think that would be really, really cool. So yeah, I'm gonna show you it one more time. It's super duper cute, the back. It's very boho. These are like my colors. I think this is, I couldn't tell you the colors, but they're all Hobby Lobby. So I have that. Anyway, I've been so burnt out from my last show with crocheting stuff, but I think tonight I'm gonna work on the pipsqueaks from Indie Made and see if I like those, like how those work up. I might start a new vlog tonight just so we can start something new, just to see if I can get, you know, my ish together and start crocheting. But let me know what you guys are working on down below. Also, let me know some patterns that are small that you love to make that really bring back your Crojo, because I'm losing mine bad right now. And I don't know if I need to make more Mama Made Minis things just to kind of do something that I'm comfortable with, or if I need to try something new, but really low on yarn. Like all the colors I like, I'm out of. Like I just bought the Mama Made Minis koala. I thought that would be so cute to have. And I don't have any gray yarn right now. I'm almost out. I'm using the rest of my gray yarn to make River the Rhino. And so I just need to place a big yarn order and I can't right now. So I'm just gonna have to wait till after Christmas to order yarn, which is so hard because I just want the colors that I love in my yarn closet, and I don't have those right now. So I think that's a big reason why I'm having problems with crocheting, is I'm very limited on colors, and I like to have color options. And I'm very limited on neutral colors right now. And caramel, I don't know when that's ever gonna be back in stock. I'm thinking like they're never making it again. That's how long it's been out of stock. I know they aren't, but it feels that way sometimes. I also really want to try out the new faux paw yarn from Knotted Nat. I'm gonna put everyone's information down below once I get it figured out, because on the top of my head, I'm not good with names. I'm going to probably after Christmas order a big Premier yarn haul, and also order some of that faux paw yarn, because I do want to start making like furry amigurumi, and I know it's so hard, but I'm like, I tried to do that a year or two ago, so now I feel like I'm ready to try it out again. But yeah, I've been talking for about 20 minutes now, so I'm going to get back to crocheting. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. But I will see you guys in my next video. Please like and subscribe if you do want to see more. Love you guys. Bye.